My question would be for first po muna kay Bella and JC. So, nag-relapse na naman po yung mga tao 8 years after po no first part. So, paano niya po hinugot ulit yung character ni Stella and Fidel after 8 years?
Yes, 8 years. Every time nakikita ako ng mga tao, si Bella yung naiisip nila eh. Uy, si ano, yung partner ni Bella. Tapos syempre maalala nila yung title ng pelikula and I'm happy about it kasi naalala nila yung trabaho. Okay na yung makalimutan nila yung pangalan ko. At least naalala nila si Fidel. And I'm happy about that. And Fidel is such a fun character for me. Nung binalikan ko siya ulit emotionally, ang hirap balikan kasi marami akong points kay Fidel na attitude-wise hindi ako nag-agree as a person, kung sino man si Fidel ngayon. Pero syempre, I have to give sympathy to the character at kailangan ko siyang bigyan ng hustisya, kailangan ko maipaintindi sa audience kung paano siya as a person at para magkaroon din ng awareness yung audience na this is him. And also, with yung kanyang, di ba, defect, ano yun, it was like riding a bike. Kasi si Fidel, he has a pattern, 3 words. So, nagkaroon na kami ng mahabang usapan about it, kung paano na siya ngayon, bilang after a few years, simula nung una. And ngayon nag-mature na siya, nagbago ba? Kamusta na siya? Yun muna.
I think the beauty of this film is present time siya, present age din namin ni JC. So, I think it was easier for us to fall into character this time. Kasi nung dati, college students kami, nung isang daang tula. Campus life, ang dami namin mga kaklase, ang dami namin kasama sa film. So, dami rin nangyayari. Kahit sa personal lives namin, naalala ko, nag-teleserye kaming dalawa, nahiwalay. So, dumadating kami sa Stella nun, pagod na pagod. So, nag-usap na kami bago mag-shoot nito na napanood mo ba yung isang daang tula para kay Stella recently? So, I rewatched it before we came here. We went to set para fresh lang si Stella sa utak ko para alam ko kung paano siya nagsasalita dati, paano siya naglalakad. And na-realize ko, I don't remember filming half of isang daang tula para kay Stella kasi nga lagi kami puyat. Pero ang sarap niya panoorin. So I think when they gave us this, when they gave us isang daang awit para kay Stella, I was excited kasi ngayon kaya ko mag-focus sa kanya. I made sure na dito lang ako nakatutok nung nag-shoot kami. And it's different now, yun nga, wala kami sa campus setting, so halos kaming tatlo lang lagi magkaka-eksena. So I think we really got to play with our characters this time around. Plus, ang helpful na meron na kaming songs from the first movie na very nostalgic. Parang pag tumutugtog yung balisong, yung 241, pumapasok na kagad ako kay Stella. Minsan kahit eksena hindi nakakaiyak, naiiyak ako dahil naririnig ko yung song. So, laking factor ng nostalgia, I think, for me at least, to get into character. Yan po.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
My next question is for Kyle po. Congratulations also, Kyle. Pwede mo ba ipakilala sa amin si Clyde? And then, gaano ka-pressure na pumasok sa isang film na iconic na?
Yeah, wow. Mahirap po talaga.
Pressure.
Sobrang hirap naging blood yung buhok.
Paano ko po ba pwedeng ikwento? So, sana napanood niyo po siguro ng trailer. Malalaman niyo na kung paano po yung connection namin magiging parang tulay. Ako kung paano sila nagkabalik sa isa't isa sa buhay nila. I can't say too much kasi I don't wanna spoil too much about life. Pero ang masasabi ko lang dito, lagi ko po sinasabi, dito sa tatlong character na to, you're gonna learn so many different versions of love. That could be love for someone else and also love para sa sarili. So doon ako na-excite para na kay Clyde. Malalaman niyo kung paano ba dapat mahalin yung sarili mo. going back to kung na-pressure po ako, oo, sobra, sa totoo lang. Nung pinitch mo sa akin to, una ko po sinabi, sabi ko, sigurado po ba kayo ako talaga yung naisip niyo para dito? Pero, nagpapasalamat po ako sa Viva Films dahil pinaramdam po nila sa akin yung importante ng character ni Clyde. And these two never made me feel the pressure. Super blessed to be working with such amazing actors na pinaramdam nila sa akin na parte ako ng show, ng movie na to. So, I didn't feel too much pressure, pero to myself, I was making sure na mabigyan ko lang ng justice ang napakagandang kwento nila Fidel at Stella.
Thank you. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you for your question. Of Manila Standard. Up next, we have Von Belinari of TV5 Digital.
Hi, good afternoon, Bella, JC, and Kyle. Of course, congratulations muna in advance. Siguro yung una kong tanong ay para kay Bella and kay JC. 8 years ago, yung Isang Daang Tula, grabe yung success niya, no? Commercially and critically. Now, nandito sa sequel, how are you taking the challenge to surpass or equal the success of Isang Daang Tula? Bella?
Ako personally now, because I also work behind the scenes, syempre nakita ko yung difference ng cinema after the pandemic. So, actually kaya tayo ng MediaCon today, diba? We want to get the word out and we need your help. I think it's not a secret na yun nga, yung current state of movie watching or going to theaters is so different from when Isang Daang Tula para kay Stella came out. So, I think we're pleasantly surprised kasi once we started releasing the look test or just photos of Isang Daang Awit para kay Stella, grabe yung reaction. We're even hearing from people who watched the first one na parang, oh, pinanood ko yan, kami pa, ngayon iba na yung asawa niya. You know, like, we saw people grow up with us. So, I'm hoping that the people who loved Isang Daang Tula para kay Stella will love this. I think that itself would be parang a good gauge of success for me for this movie. If they feel satisfied after they leave the film, I'll be so happy. I don't want to think na we have to surpass or match yung box office returns ng Isang Daang Tula para kay Stella kasi we put a lot of hard and good work in the film as well as Direk Jason Polak Samana. This happened parang after such a long and tedious process of back and forth. Ang dami ng script na dumating sa amin ni JC bago kami umabot dito sa script na to. So, I would like to think na people will watch it because it's good. Or they'll watch it because they watched the first one and now they want to see what happened to Fidel and Stella and now Clyde. But, yun. Ayaw ko isipin kung ano mangyayari box office-wise. Yeah.
Good points. JC?
Actually, I'm the worst person to ask this. Wala naman akong pressure dun sa magiging kasi I think it's a producer's pressure or directors. Hindi ko alam. Ako kasi parang, syempre gusto namin balikan ulit yung mga tao ang nanood nung panahon na yun. We're banking on nostalgia this time. So gusto namin panoorin nila kami ulit. And we were actually reaching out to them or replying to their messages. And I guess we wish na sana manood yung dating nanood ng Isang Daang Tula para kay Stella. And, yeah.
Second question ko for Kyle. Kyle, congratulations sa inclusion sa cast. Paano yung dynamics ninyo? Kasi solid na si Bella and JC since then at sa mga previous projects nila. How did you put yourself into the scene and collaborated well with Bella and JC's characters?
Paano kaya? Nagkatrabaho na kami ni JC before. Mas may connection, mas marami pa kaming eksena dito than the last project that I did, of course, with him. Pero, like I said, I think yung pinakamasasabi ko sa dalawang actor na to is yung professionalism nila is unmatched, na parang pinaramdam talaga nila sa akin na parte ako ng buong production and it's a team effort, kumbaga. I know this is their movie, I respect that so much because, I mean, your kwento nila Fidel at Stella, syempre. sobrang respect ko yung kwento nila. Pero, like, for example, when I just said thank you to Bella, thank you so much for letting me be part of this project. Sabi niya sa akin, thank you for joining the parade. Parang, pinaramdam niya talaga sa akin na they wanted me to be part. And from day one, I never felt the pressure from either of them. And I think, makikita mo yung kalabasan sa movie. Yeah.
Actually, yung dagdag lang ako doon sa character niya. If you see, and I'm sure papayagan naman direct Jason, no? Si Clyde ay yung opposite ni Fidel, basically. In terms of physicality and confidence. So, I gelled yung character niya sa amin kaagad kasi, oo nga, no? Siya yung hindi siya. Ganun.
Something to look forward to. Congratulations, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Von Belinari of TV5 Digital. Next, we have Roldan Castro.
Good afternoon. Kay Bella at saka kay Jess, kay Casey. Ano ang sikreto ng dalawa na hindi kayo nauubusan ng kilig at kahit mapanakit ng mga proyekto nyo?
Hindi ko na nga rin alam.
Pag nangyari po ako, kinikilig ako. So excited.
I guess, this is what I always, siguro dahil, I usually say this sa theater kasi nga, things that would remind you every time is, lagi mo maaalala yung mga bagay-bagay kasi nararamdaman mo siya. It made you feel something that is unusually na hindi mo nararamdaman palagi. And I think whenever we're together, meron kaming string na pinupul na naririnig ng tao na hindi usually nararamdaman. At ano yan, it's a melancholic feeling every time we were in front of the screen. That's my point of view every time I watch us. And ang lungkot every time na nakikita ko si Bella at si JC. At the same time, nakikinig din ako, pero at the same time parang, uy, may pag-asa pa? Is there hope? Lagi may lingering feeling of pain. And so, I guess yun yung tandem namin, yun yung standard, or yun yung flavor. So, I guess hindi nakakalimutan yun ng mga tao, lalo na pag naramdaman mo. And yeah, I guess.
Yes,
Ako,
Bella.
I think it goes down to we both like each other as people. I look forward to working with JC every time. So I think it translates. Nakikita siguro nila yung joy din sa mata namin every time we work. Ako yun eh. Lahat naman siguro na nakapartner na ni JC at lahat din na nakapartner ko sa ibang project. Sinasabi din naman nila may chemistry eh. But it's so easy to fall back into what we built together. Kasi nakailang pelikula na tayo. Naka-anim na ata kami.
8.
8? Okay. Naka-8 na pala kami. Sorry. Naka-8 na pala kami. So, minsan nga, ang usapan na namin is, paano natin iibahin to from the last? Kasi ang dami na namin nagawang love stories together. So, we're very conscious about how we work also. Teamwork siya. Pinag-uusapan namin anong ibibigay natin dito na hindi natin nabigay sa huling pelikula. So, yun eh, it's hard work plus luck plus just genuine chemistry po siguro.
Every year po kasi na nag-work kami each other, we syempre nagmamature kami, diba? We become unpredictable every time to each other. Meron na nga parang tennis match na nga eh, may competition na eh. Na parang, galing mo dun galing mo dito ganyan. So, kasi inaano namin eh, pinupush namin yung isa't isa para sa, bago naman yung pakita natin. Paano kaya magiging vulnerable dito, paano ba uwiin dito para maayos namin yung rhythm ng maayos.
Actually, nung last shooting day namin dalawa, may kinunan kami na scene na very heavy. Meron kami ganun to each other, ano ibibigay mo dito? Tapos pagka-cut, sasabihin ni JC, maganda yung ginawa mo sa line na to Or ako, Caps, sobrang naapektuhan dito sa line na to. So, meron lang kaming feedback din sa isa't isa. So, super helpful.
Ayun, ang follow-up ko, siyempre 8 years na itong bago kayo ginawa ulit itong movie na to. May challenge pa ba sa inyo? Ano yung mga challenge na na-encounter niyo? At the same time, nawala ako. Yun. Tapos kay Kyle din siyempre, ano yung challenge niya na makasama yung magaling na artista na sina Bella at kay JC?
Challenge? Ang biggest challenge namin is I think very protective na kaming dalawa kay Fidel and Stella. So tumagal tong pelikula kasi ang dami namin tanong sa script na ay hindi sasabihin to ni Fidel or hindi to sasabihin ni Stella. So siguro it was difficult for Direk Jason Paul also and the creative staff of Viva Films, but we wanted it to be clean. We wanted the scripts that we read to have no holes. Para pag napanood nila, ayaw ko kasi na nagbayad yung mga tao ulit para panoorin yung continuation ni Stella and Fidel. Tapos, ay, sana pala hindi na lang. Sana one na lang. Hindi na nila tinuloy. So, I don't want them to have that reaction. Kaya, kaming dalawa, ang dami naming meeting na inupuan talaga namin na, ay, ito, hindi po namin ito sasabihin. Or ito, hindi ito gagawin ni Fidel. So, I think the challenge was getting to where we are now, to this version of the script. So, yun po.
So, syempre gusto namin ng bukod dun sa bago, of course, banking on nostalgia, babalik namin. Syempre gusto namin ng bagong flavor ng pelikula pag magkasama kami. And the pressure, syempre, kakaiba yun eh. So, I guess yun lang yung pinaka-challenging part ng pelikula dun sa pagpili namin ulit sa kanya.
Marami kaming instances din sa ibang versions ng script na nagtatext na kami sa isa't isa na huwag na natin gawin to. Kasi hindi kami satisfied dun sa story or parang wala siyang character development or ang dami ng taon na lumipas, ito lang nangyari sa kanya. So, dami namin ganun in between 2017 and today. So, yun po.
Okay. Kyle, yung challenge mo na nakasama yung dalawa.
I think pinaka-challenge lang in a whole para sa akin, para sa character ko po na to, was just to make sure na I get my story across, kung anong gustong ikwento ni Direk Jason through Clyde, while also being able to be a catalyst din sa kanilang dalawa para ikwento kung paano ako naging konektado sa kwento ng dalawa. I think that was more of the challenge na talagang tinulungan naman po ako ni Direk Jason Paul. He gave me the trust and he really helped me build Clyde through each shooting day. So, as much as like we were saying po kanina, nakaka-pressure po talaga yung project. Sa totoo lang, hindi po naging challenging because, yun nga, I'm surrounded by such a good team. And, good.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you, that was Roldan.
Hello, good afternoon. Hi.
Good afternoon.
Hi, for first question for JC and Bella. Nag-number 1 yung movie nyo 8 years ago, di ba, sa pista ng pelikulang Pilipino. And marami rin naging fans yung movie dahil, sabi nga nila, iconic siya. So, ang question ko is, bakit daw kailangan maghintay ng 8 years bago ito sundan?
May dapat tayo i-shoot bago mag-pandemic. Ito sakto nag-pandemic. So, natigil siya. Tapos, lumipad na ako ng London. Umalis ako. Tapos nabalitaan ko may iba ng ipa-partner kay JC. Nag-text ako kay Tita June, talaga po, hindi na po ako si Stella. Yun yung text ko. Tapos nabalitaan ko, tinanggal na po yung dapat na artista niya. And dinitay na lang nila umuwi ako.
So, muntik na maging hindi ikaw.
Yeah.
Oo.
Muntik na ako. Nalaman ko lang kay JC din.
Almost.
Yeah, they almost replaced me.
Si Stella?
Yeah. It was supposed to be the Phil Stella. Yeah. Yun lang talaga yung text ko. Talaga po, hindi na po ako si Stella.
And the rest is
The
history.
rest is history. I'm Stella again.
Hinintay ka talaga ng project.
Opo, and yun nga, yung script po, ang daming versions muna. Hindi kasi namin alam anong gagawin sa present time. Like, I don't know kung nabanggit to ni Direk Jason Paul sa first press ko namin before, but isang daan ko lang para kay Stella is loosely based on his college life. So it was very personal to him. So ngayon, what happens in the present time, hindi naman na sila nagkita ni Stella. So now everything is reimagined, everything is all in his head. So we had to wait for the right story.
Okay. JC.
I guess kung nangyari to even before, years before or 2019 or baka paghihilaw siya. So ang ganda na rin po siguro na naluto siya ng maayos, umabot ng 8 years para maging masarap.
Okay. Para kay next question na for JC, may speech defect yung character mo dito. Ayun, paano mo inaral yung character na yun? And mas naintindihan mo ba yung mga tao may ganong disability in playing this character?
Actually, ilalabas po namin sa pelikula na meron po talagang association or an institute, may speech defect. Nakasama ko po sila sa eksena at may isa po akong katabi doon na na talagang meron siyang speech defect and everything. And kamusta ka? Sabi niya, napanood mo ba yung unang pelikula nito? Sabi niya, Kuya, sabi niya, ito yung nagbigay ng confidence sa akin nung napanood ko to. Kaya ako nakakapagtrabaho ngayon. And sabi ko, sana naman, tama ba yung ginagawa ko? Kasi minsan po, I just keep doing it na hindi ako insensitive na ako. Then sir, lahat ng ginagawa niya nung panahon na yun, ako yun. at sinabi ko yun kaagad kay Direk Jason and he posted about him. And I guess, isa to sa reason kung bakit kailangan din siguro ipalabas para meron talaga, we feel those kind of inferiority or fear, di ba? And maybe this movie is for you. Ayan.
Okay. Last question na lang pa for Kyle. Kyle, after watching this film, may inis ba ang audience sa'yo?
Posible po. Honestly.
Ready na to?
Totoo lang po. Magiging honest na po ako. May mga naiinis na po sa akin bago pa panoorin yung film na to at may mas maiinis pa sa akin siguro pagkatapos. Pero ang kagandahan naman po ng character na to, I think sa lahat ng characters naman, may revelation naman. You'll find some kind of peace within Clyde. Feeling ko naman may marami pong relate sa kanya actually when it comes to personal insecurities. And ang gusto ko lang sabihin sa mga maiinis pa po kay Clyde, and in general, pag naiinis ka sa tao, alamin mo kasi it always comes from somewhere. And malalaman nyo sa film na to kung saan nanggaling si Clyde.
Okay. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To add lang quickly po to your question kay Kyle, what I have to say about his performance po here. He makes, kasi ang dami ko na nakikita comments na galit na sila kay Kyle, umpisa pa lang. So, what I have to say is he made Clyde very human. So, maiintindihan niyo kung bakit siya gano'n. So, it's really nice.
Thank you for your questions. That was Jeff Fernando. Up next, we have Kate Adahar of Random Republica.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon. Kasi yung kind of love na meron si Fidel, napapasulat siya ng tula, ng awit. Kayo ba, how does love change you? Or ano yung mga nagawa niyo because of love?
Sunod ako ng script. Ano ba? Hindi ko na alam.
Napapasulat siya ng script.
Live performer ako syempre, so dadalhin ko sa play ko sa mga projects ko. That's my kind of arts. So,
Napapasulat po ako ng kanta. Yun na lang siguro, safe na lang answer ko.
Ikaw,
Yun po, script.
papasulat ka lang.
And then, napapasulat. Na-inspire ako magsulat. Or, ano ba? Yun lang. Actually, sa movie na to, mas si Fidel ako kaysa si Stella. So, yun. Ako.
And for JC, kasi nabanggit na ngayon sa speech defect, it's hard enough na umarte ng drama. No?
Yes.
Paano mo yun binalansa yung pag-deliver ng effect?
Sobrang hirap po. Isa po to sa pinakamahirap na character ko. Ang dami kong kailangan isipin para lang minsan sa isang linya o sa isang eksena. Actually, every scene po nito sumasakit yung ulo ko kasi isipin ko yung 3-word rule, isipin ko yung emotion na napakabigat, isipin ko yung insecurity ni Fidel, isipin ko yung camera, isipin ko yung direction ni Direk, at saka saan ako iilaw, at saka saan ako aangulo. It's one of those challenging things I've ever done in the movies, probably. And sana mapagtagumpayan ko siya, sana napagtagumpayan ko siya. I don't know kung nag-translate pa siya dun sa trailer. But,
Ako naiyak ako sa trailer eh.
okay.
Nag-translate siya to.
Nag-translate. Pero actually, this time around for this movie, ang I think, emotionally bigat ay mapupunta sa role ni Stella. nasa kanya lahat ng mga nasa kanya lahat ng mga emotionally challenging moments. Packed yung role niya ng gano'n. And marami na kaming nakunan na eksena na ano siya, and then she's being present about it, and she's super generous about it. At nakikita ko yung struggle nito. so habang binubuo niya ulit si Stella, I'm proud of what she's done so far.
Ang tanong nila, ikaw eh.
Ay, sorry, nalipat siya.
Dahil pinuri ko si Kyle kanina, what I have to say is, ngayon ko lang nalaman na nahihirapan pala siya. Kasi pagka-eksena mo siya, no wait. Wala akong nararamdaman. Ano na nga minsan eh, parang feeling ko instinctive na sa kanya yung 3-word rule, yung stutter. I don't see him question his acting choices before we get to the set. So, kung nahirapan ka man, hindi namin nahalata. Ang galing.
Yes! That's the goal.
Good luck.
Thank you, that was Miss Kate at the Heart of Random Republica. For our next batch, please do stand by Jojo Panaligan of Rider PH, CJ Buad of CJ Says Vlog, Nurse Alma of GMA Entertainment Digital, Alan Sinvan of Stars Photo, Ian Lee Estrella, TikTok content creator, and Alan Policarpio of Inquirer. Our next question will be coming from Jojo Panaligan.
Thanks, Jean. Question ko kay Bella.
Yes, hello po.
Hi, Bella.
Hello.
Kanina sinabi ni JC na meron sa character niya na as JC, he doesn't agree with, pero kailangan niyang makisimpatya to do the role well. Ikaw din ba may ganun ka kay Stella?
I'm the exact opposite of JC here. Parang may, yung acting process ko naman is ako yung number one defender ng character ko. So minsan may mga napapatulan ako sa TikTok kasi yung mga comments nila is, naku, sasaktan mo na naman si Fidel. Nag-explain talaga ako na hindi, dito nang galing si Stella. So, baliktad ako. Parang once I say yes to a character, I make sure na I would be the first person to understand where she's coming from. So, personally, questionable as Bella, questionable yung mga choices ni Stella sa buhay. Those are things I probably wouldn't go through in my real life. But, yun nga eh, parang when I said yes to the first and now the second film, I made sure na if anyone questions Stella, like, why did she do this, why did she say that, I know the answer. So, even if I don't agree with her, I hope hindi niyo siya mahalata when you watch it. Yeah.
My follow-up. Obviously, importante si Stella sa karera mo, no? Yung
Yes.
character na yan.
Yeah.
Hindi ka ba na-tempt na i-co-write yung I mean, given pinapakinggan pa nga lang kita, ramdam ko na how invested you are sa character mo.
Yeah.
So, hindi ka ba na-tempt na i-co-write? At saka paano mo pinipigilan yung sarili mo na, ay, actor lang ako dito?
I was offered to co-write isang daang awit para kay Stella a few times. Lalo na may time na may version kami hindi talaga nagustuhan and JC already, I think, told them na he didn't want to do it anymore. I remember them calling me in the middle of the night. Nasa Bohol ako. Nasa bakasyon ako. They were asking me to, parang jump on a meeting to co-write the film. But, ako very careful ako to not overstep. This is Direk Jason Paul's story. And he's such an open and such a smart person na pag sinabi namin why this version doesn't work for us, he gets it right away and then he changes that. So I appreciate Direk Jason Paul not only as a director in this film but also as the creative genius that brought all of us isang daang tula para kay Stella. So I wouldn't want to offend him. So I really didn't want to co-write this project. I always correct also, a lot of people think I wrote the first one. So I always correct and say this is Direk Jason Paul's story. So syempre pag nasa eksena na kami, he allows us to change some lines. Or when I say Direk Jason Paul, parang bilang babae. Kasi syempre iba yung perspective din ng lalaki at babae. Bilang babae, hindi to gagawin ng isang babae. He graciously accepts that. So I only go that far, like how far an actor can go. So yun, if I get the chance one day kung magkaka-third film pa to, I might say yes kung ipapa-correct nila, but not for this film.
Sorry, how would you have felt if someone else had done Stella?
Oh, I would have been really mad. Kung iba daw yung gumawa ng character ni Stella.
I don't think anyone else can do it better than you.
Thank you. That's very kind. Thank you. Hindi naman kasi dapat kami yung gagawa ng isang kaangkula, di ba? This was a project for 2 different actors. So, binigay ito sa amin parang last minute ano na lang kami, pairing na baka mag-work si Bella and JC. I think we're here because we're meant to be Fidel and Stella, and I love Stella so much, the film and also the character. Like you said, I think it put me on the map as an actress. I think people started taking me more seriously as an actress after Isang Daang Tula para kay Stella, not just as a working actor, but an actor who can bring, I guess, money in. So I got trusted with better roles after this. So I'm not gonna let anyone else play Stella if I have the last say. So, yun po. Thank you.
Thank you. That was Jojo Panaligan of Rider PH. Up next, we have...
It's katulad ng mga Gen Z ngayon, they're emotionally sensitive na. At marami ngayon, di ba, na parang magbabago ba ako para sa taong mahal ko? Hindi, magiging unapologetic ako. Yung society may problema, hindi ako. So, si Fidel, nandun siya eh. Nandun siya sa, I mean, ganito ako eh. So, tatanggapin niyo ba ako o hindi? Magbukulong na lang ba ako? Kasi nga, yung pelikula namin, ano ba siya? Nakabattery kami ng fear. Lalo na sa character ni Fidel, with all his insecurities and paano niya get over yun, paano niya he worked his way around his insecurities at nagtagumpay ba siya o hindi. Kasi even in the first movie, di ba, may tendency maging red flag talaga si Fidel eh. So ito sa pelikulang to, tumawid yung mga possibilities na iniisip nyo sa kanya noon, dito na tumabas.
Okay, for my last question is that, sabi sa trailer, pwede din as Clyde. Paano nyo sasagutin yung tanong na pwede na kaya without spoiling anything?
As our characters,
Yeah. Pwede din. Pwede na kaya.
Pwede na kaya.
kailan namin masasabi pwede na kaya?
Yun na lang, sige.
Paano mo daw sasagutin yung question na pwede na kaya as client?
As client.
Okay na muna. Okay na muna.
Sige, Stella.
Pasok ako sa 3-word rule. First na lahat, kaya, pwede na. Yeah.
Oo, pwede na.
Client.
Oo, ikaw na yan.
Okay guys, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Ganda ng
Dallas.
tanong mo, ah.
Ganda ng mga tanong mo.
Yeah, siguro for JC and Bella muna. Yung sa 100 na tula, 100 tula para kay Stella, how important is it para mabuo yung connection ninyong dalawa na maging effective as a partner or team up para doon sa mga sumunod din yung project eventually in this movie?
I think hindi kami effort. Parang, especially the first week na nag-shoot kami. Kasi sa characters naman namin sa una, hindi rin talaga kami magkakilala eh. So, I think that added authenticity to the scenes. Pero, ano ba?
Oh, kasi yung freshness din ngayon na nagkita kami ulit after a few years. Parang same feeling ba din nung una kaming nagkita.
Oh, yun makes sense sa pintuan. So, I guess, sinuswerte kami na yung mga characters na piniplay namin, they somehow also relate to or resonate sa kung ano nangyayari sa totoong buhay namin. Hindi ko lang kung timing ba yun or napagbibigyan kami ng ng tadhana, but it always works out that way. We very easily became friends nung first film. We have the same interests. We like watching the same kinds of movies. Kaya hindi mahirap to like each other as friends. Parang nadalian kami, or ako at least nadalian ako na maging kaibigan. He's very open, very, very generous with what he knows. Siyempre hindi ako theater actress, pero ang sarap-sarap pakinggan ni JC when he talks about his life sa theater. I learned so much. So, nung ilipat ako ng London, he was one of the first people I asked, like, how do I do this? What does it feel like? Kasi he lived in New York, he took acting classes in New York. So, yung trust din namin sa isa't isa, it goes beyond work. So yun, I can reach out to him at any point. Yun.
Actually, tama siya dun sa effortless na yung, alam mo, na-test ko na to even sa, magtitinginan lang kami nito kahit walang context. Kaya namin paiyakin yung isa't isa. So, umabot na kami dun sa, even sa, nung kay Direk Irene before na umabot na kami sa, wala naman talagang script yung eksena, pero nagawa namin ng paraan. So, meron na kaming gano'n na gusto namin talagang magkwento, at gusto namin i-share yung kwento, at gusto namin makaramdam yung tao na nanonood. That's I think, the common ground.
I think also, I personally felt, lucky charm ko to eh. Parang, since I met JC, all my films worked. Nagsunod-sunod, kahit hindi siya yung katrabaho ko, nabigyan niya ng swerte yung buhay ko.
Grabe naman!
Kaya ngayon naman lang. Uy, wala pa akong bonus. Hindi, pero seriously, Isang Daang Tula really was my first hit film. And I can't even say it was my first hit film, it's our first hit film. So, wherever I went after that, kung sino man makatrabaho ko, he gave me the confidence na your movies work out. So, for that, yun, I'm always grateful to JC and I always look forward to working with him.
Kahit sinong makita namin, lagi kami hinahanap eh. Kailan yung susunod na movie namin, so I guess lagi kami hinahanap.
Nagabi, sa gas station, natanong sa'yo, ba't mo sinaktan si Fidel? Kuya, 8 years na yun.
Move on din.
Yung nag-gas yun napaisip nga ba ako lang yung nilagay niyang gas kasi galit pala siya kay Stella.
Ikaw, JC, matuturing mo rin bang Lucky Charms?
Well, it's actually the same thing. That was also my first hit film in mainstream. Yun din po yung nagbigay daan sa akin sa mga susunod na projects. So, swerte din namin talaga yung isa't isa. So, lagi naman, dahil may pelikula kami, lagi may nanonood at meron talagang following yung tandem. So, I guess, she's also my Lucky Charm.
And for my last question, kasi na-mention nyo na may mga disagree kayo dun sa mga traits ng respective characters ninyo. Without spoiling anything, kung meron kayong message for them, siguro pati na rin kay Kyle, ano yung masasabi nyo sa mga characters niyo? Mensahe nyo.
Sabihin ko kay Fidel, gear up, there's more.
Yeah. Yan talaga kasabi ko. Kay Stella, masasabi ko, proud ako sa'yo, nagbago ka na.
Para reply, salamat nagpakatotoo ka.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, that was Nurse Alma of GMA Entertainment Digital of Con of Stars Film.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you.
The long wait is over after 8 years, di ba? Alam naman namin masusundan ba? Kasi open-ended yung yung 100 tula para kay Stella. Pero this time, kay Bella, kasi parang this is love triangle between
Yes.
Kyle and si JC. How do you describe yung romantic scenes or eksena mo dun sa dalawa? Una kay JC, second kay Kyle. Not spoiling anything.
Yeah. Yung scenes ni Stella kay Fidel, exciting. Kasi ngayon lang sila nagkita ulit eh. So, si Stella medyo very teasing kay Fidel, diba? Mahilig niyang guluhin yung buhay at yung utak ni Fidel. So, ganun ko siya ginawa ulit nung umpisa. So, obviously may differences, may maturity, but ako na-excite ako sa yung the day after na nagkita kami for the first time. Ang sarap ang sarap takutin ni Fidel. So, it's a fun kind of love, I feel, but also very deep. So, yung balik naman ni Fidel sa kanya yung aabangan niyo dito. So, yun. Sa character ni Clyde, genuinely speaking, I didn't know how to do my scenes with Kyle kasi we have an age difference. I didn't know how I could relate to someone his age for Stella. So, I think I just allowed the scenes to flow. Parang hinayaan ko muna na mag-play out yung eksena. Tapos doon ko iniisip yung anong gagawin ni Stella sa situation na to. So, our scenes are very organic. That's how I would describe it. Kasi I would literally wait for the scene to play out. So, yung love story din nila, I think, is that. It's more go with the flow. So, yun po.
I think meron din yung audience dito na, uy, okay naman sila. Hindi okay sila. Hindi okay sila. Mahihirapan yung audience.
So yun yung aabangan, di ba? Ano lang, wala si Direct Paul to answer the question. Maybe Bella will answer it also. Follow up lang, no? Talaga bang ginawang yung third party or third character yung kay Clyde ay mas bata compared dun sa kay Aisin nyo? Bakit siya yung napili? Parang
No,
yun.
actually, walang age. Si Clyde's script. It could have been an older actor. But si Kyle was handpicked by our producers. Management decision. So, management decision. So, and I'm very happy na they ended up with Kyle. Kasi nga, like your question earlier, CJ, we have a Gen Z audience now that we need to also relate to. So he's bringing that to the film. He also makes the film more light and more youthful. So hindi ko rin alam kung katulad nung sagot ko kanina sa question before this. I don't know if it was timing or napagbigyan kami ng tagana this time, but casting Kyle was a really good call sa management namin. Even if yun may question siguro ako in my head nung mga eksena namin, na shocks, paano ko gagawin to? Pero si Kyle kasi as a person, not as Clyde, is also very mature. He knows how to communicate with different kinds of people. So, yun po.
Maybe because he sing, di ba? Kasi may character, may pa na kumakanta siya doon di ba?
Yes.
Yung last question ko, actually, this is a phone-in question. Tanong ko lang sabi niyo nga, yung isang daang tula, kayo naman yung gawang character. Pero sabi mo dapat papalitan yung character mo, di ba, Bella? Pero what do you think, bakit binigay pa rin ng Viva sa inyo itong isang daang tula? Pwede nang ibigay sa ibang tao. Especially kay Clyde din, bakit kaya ikaw yung napili ng Viva to be part itong 100, isang daang tula para kay Stella?
Hindi. Tulad po na sinabi ko po kanina, napatanong po talaga ako bakit nga? Bakit talaga ako? But when it comes to acting, I think one thing that's the beauty of our job is you get to be put in shoes you never thought you'd ever be able to fill. I'm older than in this as Clyde, he's older than I am as a person as Kyle. Pero hindi naman kailangan pag-usapan yun sa script. I think when it came to choosing me to play Clyde, ang pinakasinabi po sa akin kasi they were also very excited for me to sing throughout this whole film. And I have a lot of different songs and I think maglalabas din kami ng mga soundtrack. Parte po ng paglabas po ng movie ay maglalabas din po ng mga kanta na nirecord ko po para sa movie din. So I guess parte na rin po na kaya ko pong kumanta at actor na rin po ako. But for the most part, ang pinaramdam lang po sa akin is may importansya itong character na ito and I have to do a good job. So, yun. Masaya po ako. I just want to say thank you kay Viva Films, my first project under them, but thank you for thinking about me for this project. Yun po.
Bella and JC.
So, hindi ko rin po alam. Minsan po napapa-question din ako, bakit po ako? I guess siguro sa flavor din ng ginagawa namin ni Bella. Paano namin ikikwento yung kwento. Wala po talaga akong sagot, sorry.
Baka yun, baka tried and tested naman nila kaming dalawa sa ganitong genre. Ako, I think yun. And yun nga, dahil nag-text ako na talaga, hindi na po ako sa Stella.
Nakatulong yun.
Nakatulog yun. Kung hindi ako nag-text, iba po yung nakaupo nyo na tayo.
Yan.
Buti nag-text ako.
Sana nga maging blockbuster to. Susunod
Sana
naman.
po. Kasi kung hindi na ako makapag-text ulit.
Ang susunod na sigurong title, 100 sayaw na. Para kay Estela.
Recast na po ako doon. Hindi na talaga ako yun.
So thank you, Jean. Congratulations in advance.
Thank you. That was Alan Santona Stars for the vids from next week. Australia, TikTok content creator.
Hi po, and congratulations in advance. For
Thank you.
JC, kung babalikan mo yung kabuuan ng kwento ni Fidel, mula dun sa tula hanggang ngayon sa awit, ano yung mga differences or yung mga personal na changes na napansin mo kung i-compare mo sila? Personal changes ni Fidel? Yes.
Oo.
Character development niya from tula hanggang awit. Oh, I guess, well, paano to? I guess yung si Fidel, ano ba? Hirap nito ah.
May nagtuturo ng sagot dito.
Ano sabi niya?
Ako talaga lang. Dahil sabi ni Stella, ano?
He chooses himself first.
Yeah, well, di ba, may kakaibang mindset si Fidel about love nung bata siya. He loves the idea of love. Kaya meron din siya parang questionable yung pagmamahal niya kay Stella. So, tapos, aside from that, there's this lingering insecurity about his confidence and his speech defect. So, tinanong ko din to kay Direk Jason Ball, ano na kaya bago kay Fidel? Yeah. I guess, for this movie, ang naging bago lang kay Fidel is nag-mature na siya na i-accept lang yung sarili niya, lahat ng mga nafe-feel niyang pagkakamali niya. Na, kasi umabot siya sa point na, may mali yung tao sa paligid ko, hindi ako. Magtiisa na lang ako kasi mahirap makipagkasalamuha sa tao kasi there's a possibility of bullying. So we're talking about fear here, na a great amount of fear. So, dito, before, nahirapan si Fidel, naging defensive siya about it. Ngayon, he's more accepting dun sa nangyayari sa kanya, pinagdadaanan niya. I guess it also talks about a good amount of mental health issue. So, merong malaking discussion about what's going on with Fidel. Ayun. Sana nakatulong.
For Ms. Bella, maraming viewers dati yung may mixed feelings sa character ni Stella.
Yeah.
Do you think Stella was misunderstood personally in the original film? Tapos, ginawa mo bang parang avenue to para ipakita this time kung ano talaga yung nangyari?
Yes, definitely. I always say adulting is realizing that they were both at fault sa isang taong tula para kay Stella. Kasi syempre, it's easy to blame yung stronger character and si Stella yung stronger character sa una. So, nung hindi sila nagkatuluyan sa ending, everyone hated Stella, or I'd say like half of the people hated Stella because they wanted me to choose Fidel. Pero ang buhay kasi hindi naman ganun kadali talaga, diba? We showed towards the end of the film why Stella's not allowed to choose Fidel. But obviously, dahil nanonood ka ng pelikula, gusto mo sila magkatuluyan hanggang sa ipipilit mo na ito yung gusto ko mangyari, ito dapat yung nangyari. The reason I finally said yes to this version is because this is Stella's redemption arc. Maintindihan nyo ngayon where she's coming from. So, dun sa 8 years in between na hindi na, syempre natin mapapakita, Stella goes through so much. Meron siyang grief, meron siyang emotional and physical situations that she shouldn't have gone through. Lagi nga namin pinag-uusapan ang ganda ng buhay ni Fidel. Kahit sa start ng movie, meron siyang tatay na mahal naman siya, doting father. Meron siyang nanay na nasa ibang bansa na pinapadalan siya ng necktie para sa graduation. He comes from a loving home. Stella comes from a broken family na minumura siya ng ate niya, na wala siyang chance to grow or prove herself. Kaya when she finally found someone who believes in her, she doesn't know how to treat him or how to love him properly. So I think yun, adulting and maturing is realizing that not everybody comes from the same background and not everyone has equal opportunities. I think also maybe because we have a male writer / director, Stella is written from a male's perspective. So I made sure that this time around, even if she's written by a man, I will still give her a female perspective. So yeah. Thank you.
Para kay Kai naman, last questions. Musician ka dito sa isang aming magkasera, di ba? Kung may isang kanta ka gusto mong kantahin, personal choice mo para kay Stella, anong kanta yun at bakit?
Para kay Stella, any song.
Any song, any song.
Hi, good afternoon. Hi. Na-touch nyo to kanina, Bella and JC, yung parang sobrang iba yung landscape sa sine. When you first did Isang Daan Tula compared to now. So, para sa inyo, ano yung difference na nakikita nyo and what makes it harder these days to, to score a box office hit? Do you have to work extra hard for promo, things like that?
I think because of the availability of streaming platforms, it definitely put us parang movie actors at a disadvantage. Kasi sa totoo lang, kung iisipin mo naman, isang household, nagbabayad kayo ng subscription sa isang streaming platform. Magkano lang siya a month? Magkano na yung sine ngayon, di ba? Nagulat ako pag uwi ko galing London, magkasing mahal yung ticket dito siya sa London. Tapos bibili ka pa ng popcorn, bibili ka pa ng soft drinks, mag-grab pa sila, or angkas, or di ba, like, ang laki nung kailangan mong gastusin to watch one movie. And, I don't wanna be negative, but if there's a Marvel film out and the Filipino film out, people would like to get the value of their money back. So, pag nanood ka kasi ng Marvel film, yung unang eksena pa lang sulit na yung binayad mo, diba? Daming effects, grabe yung production value. The sad part is, I think the audience doesn't understand na if they stop watching Filipino films, the budgets of our movies also go lower and lower. So the production value gets worse. So this is, watching movies should be parang part siya ng culture natin, di ba? Dito tayo nagpapakilala na ganito po yung mga Pilipino magmahal, ganito po kami mag-isip, ganito kami manamit, ito yung kinakain namin sa bahay. Di ba katulad ng K-dramas, like we now have so many Korean groceries, so many Korean restaurants in the Philippines. Dahil pag nanonood tayo ng eksena at uminom sila ng soju at kumain ng bibimbap, magpapagrab ka after ng bibimbap kasi nagutom ka. So we have an opportunity to do that with not just Filipino actors but also the Filipino culture. We can show other countries na ang ulam namin sa gabi adobo. Ganito kami magluto ng paksiw. Except if you stop watching movies, yun nga our value and our production budget goes lower. So imbis na gumanda yung mga pelikula, it keeps getting worse. So I think this should be something discussed more. I don't know what the solution is. Should we have like a call to make the cinema prices lower? Or, we have to find a solution to get people back to the cinemas. Obviously, there are hits na once in a blue moon.
Ano pag MMFF?
Oo yun. So I don't know how we can solve. It's a society situation, not just a cinema situation.
Oh, JC, do you have something to add?
I share the same thoughts.
Kasi alam ko yung movie back in 2017, parang it was one of the top 10 highest grossing. But anyway, my second question, pagdating naman sa poetry, sa poems, is that something that you enjoy talaga yourselves personally? May face din ba kayo na sumusulat kayo ng mga tula para sa ibang tao, nakaka-receive kayo ng tula? May experiences pa kayo na?
Actually, after the first movie, nakatanggap ako ng libro of poems a few times from fans, from from different kinds of people. So I'm happy that the movie also encouraged people to start writing again or to start expressing love through poems. So I wrote 100 poems for promo first pala. Naglabas kami ng libro. Nung unang pelikula. But yeah, ngayon hindi masyado. I focus on scripts more.
Parang nag-spoken ko.
Actually, siya talaga yung manunula dito eh. Siya talaga yung may design sa words, siya yung may, para siya nag-paint every time she writes. So, siya yun.
Si Kyle, I think as a singer-songwriter, parang in effect, parang sumusulat ka na rin ng poems and just sumusulat ka na.
I wish I was good at writing poems. Hanggang kanta lang ko talaga ako. Tsaka ganda nung naka-receive kayo ng poems, but nice. Di kayo na.
Makatanggap ka na maraming awit.
Wait, baka naman.
Sige, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, that was Alan Policorte.
Bago sundan yung isang daang tula para kay Stella. Pinaka naisip ko kasi parang sumusunod din siya sa pelikula ng
Before,
yeah. Kasi 9 years naman yun.
Yes. Kaya nga gusto ko magka-third film eh. Pero pag matanda na kami ni JC.
Oh, yeah. So, kung magkakaroon kayo nung pang-third nga, ano yung parang saan tatakbo yung kwento? Kung gusto niyo kayo bibigyan.
Nasulat ko na siya yung may head.
Na-pitch na niya sa akin to.
May title na nga ako eh. Nag-pitch na ako. 100 paalam para kay Stella. Papaalam mo ba ito kay Sir Jason Paul?
Hindi, 100 araw.
Sorry, 100 araw para kay Stella.
Okay.
Pwede din daw yung paalam mo.
Ikwento, pipitch ka ba niya sa'yo?
Okay, yun lang. Paano mas mabigat yung paalam actually?
So, di ba?
Grabe.
Mapalakit lang siya today. Nung finish niya kay GC, hindi masyado. Today lang.
Thursday kasi.
Ayun lang, salamat and congrats and good luck sa film.